Welcome back, and today we're going to go over my 10 oldest remaining knives in my collection. First one is the Kershaw Knockout. I've had this for around 13 years, and I still remember whenever I first had seen this. I think it was on a Gavco video before he was even a knife maker, and he was ranting, raving about the knife, and I thought it was a really good looking knife, so I picked it up. I didn't love the fact that it was assisted, but at that time assist was a pretty cool thing. I mean, it's still, some people love assist. I don't really like them that much anymore. It's seen a fair bit of use, and it's an excellent knife. It's a USA made knife. I think it's in 14C if I remember correctly. Is it on here? I think it's in 14C 28N. Aluminum scales, and this is another thing that kind of excited me, is it had the sub frame lock. That's why it's called the Knockout, because the actual lock is screwed in. And it's held up pretty well. The flipping action's great because of that assist, and I haven't broken a torsion bar, knock on wood. But yeah, one of the oldest remaining knives in the collection right here at 13 years. I don't carry it much anymore. It stays in the case pretty much, but it's a knife that I will keep with me. I don't think I'll ever get rid of it. Number 2 is my modded Spyderco Sage 2. I can still recall whenever I got this. I was living at my old house, and I saw the titanium scales, and I was so excited. It's got my lightning anno on it now, but I've had this one right here for 12 years, and it's an excellent knife. One of my favorite Spydercos. It's an ergonomic knife. All the Sage series were awesome. I used to have a lot of them, but got this one in one of the lightweight steel, S30V steel, and it's a homage to the Reeve integral lock. Just a cool piece, and another one that I probably won't ever get rid of. I had to replace the detent ball because I accidentally popped it out doing this anno, but it has a ceramic detent ball in it now, much smoother. I think it's just a good looking knife, and it's an excellent slicer too. Number 3, we have the Strider PT Lego. That just means they're talking about this scale because it looks like a block of Lego right there. It's an integral piece right here. It's acting as the backspacer also, and it's got the black oxide finished blade, S30V steel. This one is very special to me because my wife, this is the first knife she ever bought me for our first wedding anniversary. I gave her like 4 different options of knives. It was like this, a Chris Reeve, a Hinder, and something else at the time, and this is the one she picked, and it's been with me ever since, and it's never going away. I've had it now for 12 years, and like I said, this one will never go anywhere. Another one that I've had for 12 years is the Bradley Alias 1. I remember whenever I first got this, they were calling it the Sabenza Killer, and not so much. It was made by Benchmade for Bradley Cutlery, and it's a decent knife. It's very smooth riding on washers, but it's got a very weak detent to it. I like the overall aesthetic of it, S30V steel. And like I said, maybe that's not the clip that came with it. I think I don't know why I swapped it to that one. But yeah, it was a cool knife, and another one that is just a cool piece. I like the older stuff to reminisce on, see where the hobby has gone, over the years. And I have a bunch of older knives in these, but they haven't been in my collection as long as these. So another one that's been in the collection for around 12 years, and I think it's a pretty cool piece as well. This is the larger version, the Alias one. They had a smaller version as well, and a few different options of it, but pretty cool folder. Next up, we have the DPX Gear Hess. I have a love-hate relationship with this knife. I still remember the day we were in Orange Beach, Alabama, and there's a St. Nick's Knives there. It's not the same one that most of y'all probably know, but it's a little shop in the outlet over there, and they had this in the display, so I was super excited. It was overpriced and expensive at the time, still an expensive knife, and I thought it was the coolest looking knife. Started using it. About a month after I started using it, I had really bad up and down blade play. So I kind of put it away for a while, then took it back out, carbonized the lock face, and it was good for a little while. Bent the lock bar that way some, but now it still has some up and down lock play. This lock face is so soft. Line steel quality here. But I don't know. I still like the knife. It's like a sharpened pry bar, though. It's like 35 thousandths behind the edge. I mean, I have sharpened it a couple times, but it's definitely not worth the money. Or at least this one, the original one. And I've had this one for 11 years now. Number 6, we have the Grayman Knives Duo. And this knife right here, I got this when I first started working in the industrial chemical plants. I needed a robust knife. So this was a dedicated hard use knife. I have recently done a bunch of mods to it. I did the two-tone nano on the scales, like a blue gold, and then the gold on the accents and stuff, and did the clip with the lightning nano. This is one of the original ones in S30V steel, and mine now has a regrind on it from Will Moon. A long time ago he did this. Now it's got a deep hollow grind on it. It was a hard use beast, but I don't really use the hard use knives anymore, and now with this hollow grind, it's a nice slicey beast, and I think it's very attractive. I've had this one for 10 years now, and it's still ridiculously smooth. Mine locks up good. I think I did carbonize the lock face on it. I don't think they make folders anymore. I think they still make fixed blades, if I'm not mistaken. But I remember at the time I was trying to get this, it was so hard to get these, and I asked the lady if she could please let me know when they were doing a drop on these. So she said she would, and she told me the drop was coming up. So I sold all kinds of more affordable knives, because at the time I didn't have a whole lot of premium knives. So I sold a bunch of knives and just had enough money to pick this up, and I was so excited. The joy I got from this knife, and still get from this knife, was just ridiculous. Awesome knife. I wouldn't mind getting another one of these on the secondary market. Just super cool, and it brings back a lot of good memories. Same with this one, the Spyderco Leaf Storm. This one has been in the collection for about 10 years. I've owned 2 of these. This is my original one. This is a Kevin Wilkins design, and it's just a far out there design. I know these were really sought after for a long time. I don't know if they still are, but it's just a cool piece. Older Spyderco, and one that definitely probably won't ever leave the collection. I even have the custom version of this now. But yeah, just another memory piece. And let me know down in the comments, what's some of the oldest knives in your collection? How long have they been in your collection? And yeah, do you like stuff like this where it just brings back a nostalgic feeling, memory? You know, that's part of my collecting journey that I love. And you know, I also like to get enjoyment out of using my knives. But these older ones, you know, they're in the case. I don't use this one that much anymore. Number 8, we have Strider S&G Lego. I've recently added to this, I think it's a black Damascus pocket clip. This one has been into warranty once. They replaced the things because I had pretty bad up and down lock rock, just from normal use. This one is in Micro Melt PD1, and I've had this one for about 10 years, somewhere in that area. My memory's not the best, but you know, remembering different things that were going on, that's how I'm kind of pinpointing the time period. But another cool one, and you know, it might stick around. I have another S&G now that I carry. This one doesn't get carried as much anymore. Number 9, we have the Benchmade Mini Presidio Ultra. This one is the original one, I'm pretty sure, with the FRN scales, the deep hollow ground 440C blade. This thing slices like nobody's business. I almost got my finger just now. You see, got the little skin. This thing is such a good slicer. I wish Benchmade would still start doing these again. The deep hollow grinds like that. Very, very good slicer. Good action. I think I want to lube up the axis. I mean the Mega Springs some, because it's starting to get stiff and I don't want to crack them. But just a cool piece. This one, like I said, hopefully, I don't know if I said it earlier, this one's been in the collection for about 10 years. Number 10, we have the Spyderco Tough, and they just re-released a crew wear version, DLT exclusive. This is the original one with the golf ball dimpled texture on the tie and on the G10 side, with the satin blade and CPM 3V steel. I carried this one when I worked when I was an operator at a chemical plant. I still, if you see right there, I don't know if it's coming across, there it is. I still have a ding on the edge right there from cutting the zip tie off of a valve, and it went through and slid off and hit the valve so hard. I thought I was going to have a much worse problem than that, but it held up. It's a funky looking knife, but I like it. I like that kind of stuff. And yeah, that's my top 10 knives that remain in my collection. Let me know what some of the oldest knives in your collection are. I love seeing that kind of stuff. You know, that's like I said, just a part of my knife journey that is nostalgic. It brings back some cool memories. And yeah, love to hear y'all thoughts, what y'all think about this. Did y'all enjoy this video? You like stuff, seeing stuff like this? And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. I hope everybody's having an absolute amazing day. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.